How good is Australia? Well, Andrew Lowe has written a book telling us how good it is. In fact, his book, We Should Be So Lucky, talks about that we're not just a lucky country, we've actually made some good choices. If you rewind back to Federation, you probably wouldn't guess that we would be such a wealthy, educated, and healthy country. But we've made some good choices. There's so many cultural pieces where Australians are fiercely egalitarian, individualist, decentralised, keen on free trade. Yet also we can be short-term focused. And Andrew Lowe points out both the positive and negatives to some of these cultural traits. The fact that we're keen, he suggests that we're keen to indulge in the moment. So people are keen to make the most of their weekend. Yet at the same time, that can lead to obesity and gambling problems because we're not working for the future and future orientated. We care so much about the now. We are aggressively informal and egalitarian, which in some parts of the world can be taken as rude because just because someone's born at a higher form, that we won't really care. We are also the safety capital of the world. Australians love rules, as COVID pointed out. Bob Hawke talked about that there's no hierarchy of descent. So it doesn't matter what race you're born of. If you're committed to Australia, then you're Australian. Where so many other places in the world, you can end up with second-class citizens because they're of a particular race. But Australians, you can have been here just for a few years, and if you're committed to Australia, then you're Australian. We have a world-class health system. In fact, there's a great quote here that talks about how Australia is a substantial middle power that thinks itself a small power, that our economy is almost the size of Russia's economy, and of course our GDP per capita is 6 times higher, yet our leaders don't swag around like Putin. The wealth of the average middle Australian is like twice that of the average American, but even down to British people, the UK, it's a third better than British folk. But then obviously there are some drawbacks. Our attitude towards discipline and our education is the 5th worst in the 37 OECD countries because, again, we have this lack of respect for authority. So great, interesting book, helps us to understand ourselves better. Definitely worth a read.